Okay, everybody, it's Scott from HypnoThoughts, and I'm going to do this as fast as I can because I know we're all busy this time of year. It's the end of 2013, the beginning of 2014, and people talk about New Year's resolutions and goals. And I'd like to share with you the goals for HypnoThoughts in 2014. HypnoThoughts is growing fast. We're over 14,000 members, and we've had over 400 people sign up just in the last 2.5 weeks. That's an insane amount of growth. And that's because you guys are doing a wonderful job of sharing ideas and insights. It's also because we are listening to you and responding. You know, this last security upgrade that we just did has really resonated with a lot of you. And I'm glad that we're all on the same page together. What I'd like to share with you now is what's coming and the reasons behind it, because I think transparency is important, and all of us being able to communicate about these ideas is the whole point. So, to begin, HypnoThoughts has always been about the same thing, and it will continue to be about the same thing in 2014 and beyond. It will be about the free education of hypnosis professionals and people interested in hypnosis. The whole idea has always been a level playing field. You know, because there are people who have a large mailing list or more marketing dollars and things like that. And because of that, they've been able to either control a message or sell more product and educate more people in the direction that they agree with. Now, that's okay when the people are okay, but no group of people are always going to be okay. And while there are some wonderful people who have large mailing lists, and there's some wonderful people who have a lot of marketing dollars, there's a lot of great people who have neither of those things. And so HypnoThoughts is designed to be a level playing field for everybody to be able to bring their ideas to the table. And that's, you know, why the advertising rates on HypnoThoughts have always been and will continue to be so cheap for the number of impressions we get. Because I want a new hypnotist to be able to advertise, not just the experienced ones. We think that makes sense. So that's a piece. We're going to continue in that direction because of those people who have large mailing lists and you know, large marketing dollars. Now, some of them, like I said, are great, but in every profession, in every walk of life, there are people who are willing to mislead, manipulate, or take advantage of others so that they can make more money. Now, like I said, this is everywhere. This isn't just hypnosis, but hypnosis does have a lot of them. I mean, slightly disproportionately higher. And I think I know why. I think it's a combination of two things. It's a combination of, first, we have a very low barrier of entry. So we have a group of people who are trusting, and they self-select as believing that you can start a profession in 5 days of training, or that you can become an expert in something in a weekend. So when you start believing those things, or even if you just want to believe those things, you are more likely to fall for misleading advertising claims, just because those are the things that they promise. So us being a group of people who sort of self-selected into that, we are more prone to fall for those tricks. And the other thing that kind of gets us is that we have very little regulation within our profession, either legally, on a state-by-state or national level, or even within the organizations. And so because of that, there's not a lot of recourse that can be done there, beyond name-calling, which is as effective as we all can imagine. And my goal isn't to change either of those things. I don't think we can do very much about those things. And it's not about name-calling. It's not about being mean-spirited. It's not about that. And I don't want to put those people out of business. Let's call them hucksters or scam artists. Let's just be, overt about it, and let's call them that. My goal is not to put them out of business, because those are real human beings trying to put food on their table. And I don't care how many dollars they already have. That's all they're trying to do, just like the rest of us. Okay. What I'd like to do is make their job harder. And I'd like them to have to step their game up. I'd like to force them to make a better product and to be more honest in their marketing. And the way to do that isn't by changing them, it's by changing us and by changing you. It's by us being better at spotting them and us being more honest in what it takes to be successful with each other and to not lie and mislead. It's not about deception. So that, well, it's all the game that we're all going to play, and we all can all say the same lies. We all know it's not true. It's about stopping that. So if you're an instructor or trainer or industry leader that's been doing that, I want you to stop. And if you're a person who's not an industry leader, if you're relatively new or you're taking classes or you've been doing this for a while but you don't teach anything, you take classes, I'd like you to recognize that you need to commit more. This is about no longer externalizing your success. This isn't about what is the next magic technique or magic instructor or magic process or magic bag of beans that's going to change the world for me. This is about looking inside yourself and saying, what do I have to do to be better? What work am I willing to put in to be great? And as soon as you do that, it makes it harder for the scam artists to sell you snake oil. It makes it harder for them to manipulate your beliefs because you believe in yourself and you believe in hard work. And that's the game. So I think we can do that together. And if you look at HypnoThoughts and its role in all this, we obviously have the platform has become more secure, which is great. And we're going to continue to make some upgrades to the platform over the next year or so. One of those changes is going to be all about groups. And I want to create groups and restructure the groups so that they're taken advantage of more effectively by other industry leaders so that they can have a voice and they can have access to the 14,000 members. I want to bring in more industry leaders by giving them this space. You know, Facebook has those groups, and I want the groups on HypnoThoughts to be better than the groups on Facebook. And so that you can find a space where you're not asked to play Candy Crush in Farmville. It's a place to discuss hypnosis intelligently and in a relaxed way. I think there's a lot of value in that. Like I said, our financial models are about creating a low barrier of entry. So the site will obviously be free. Advertising will be very affordable. And the conference as well. You know, the conference is all about affordability and low barriers of entry so that we can remove all the excuses that we've all been using, the rationalizations we've all been using. Oh, it's too far away. Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, I can't afford it. I can't do it. And I want to make it you can't afford not to. So we have, on the site, we have the online learning section where we have multiple schools. HPTI is one of them, but obviously there's quite a few others. And you can go there and learn for very low prices. It's very cheap to take a lot of different classes from a lot of different people and just really start learning this stuff. Not just a new technique, but how to be a professional. Legal processes, insurance billing, laws and ethics and critical thinking, psychology, any of those sorts of things. We have a number of different schools teaching those sorts of topics. And in doing so, you become a real professional. Not just a person who took a class, but a person who has a knowledge base that makes you better at working with your clients, so you'll be more successful. And you'll have better conversations with other hypnotherapists and hypnosis practitioners so that you aren't as likely to fall for the scams that we've all fallen for in the past. So yeah, will it make you more money? Sure. Will it make you more successful? Sure. Will it keep you from getting tricked again? Yeah. More importantly, it will make you better at helping the people who come to you. It will make you more effective in the room with the people who need our help. And that's what this is all about, is at the end of the day, we have clients. At the end of the day, we have people who want us to be great. And the more we can do these things and move in this direction, the better. So that's where HypnoThoughts is headed in 2014. We're going to do everything we can to bring as many voices out as possible and to make it a level playing field so that the best rise and the scam artists have to work harder. That's it, really. I hope we can have a productive conversation about this on HypnoThoughts and online. And I hope to see a lot of you in person at either HypnoThoughts Live or any of the other conferences that I go to. And have a happy New Year, and we'll talk to you soon.